everyone, Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. It's done closing time. Peg and Felicia has left. I had a guy actually interested in both front fenders on that 66 Riviera GS. And so I was taking some extra pictures there right quick to send to him. And I'm going to go home here in a minute. Me and the wife is going to go out and eat tonight. It's her cheat meal type thing or whatever. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to do. There's old Odell, the work truck. But I done a little short video that I ain't got it posted, but I'll post it first, and then we'll go from there on this one. But here is my dad's old 79 Ford four-wheel drive truck. And there was the bed it was on. And if you've seen some of my past ones, it had the wrong bed. It had the bump side 67 to 72 era bed, and it's a 79 dent side. So Peg and him got it off. Now I am saving the roll bar. It was an old homemade one, and my dad had had it on several different trucks. So I want to redo it and eventually put it back on it out of memory from my dad. Now, before any of you say anything, I'm sure some of you's done worse, but Peg, he is very, very innovative, I guess you'd say. We used the tree limb up there to pull that one. He had it on this little bitty limb. And I was like, Peg, what are you doing? Look, he got up there and strapped this limb up to that big limb, and it never budged. We had this bed in the air swinging, and I kept looking up, and it never moved a leaf. And so, yes, maybe a little sketchy. Maybe this is where the term shade tree mechanics come from. But you know what? We're doing what we want to do. And Peg, I told him before, people worry about him. And actually, it offends him because he thinks people feel sorry for him. And he don't want that. And I don't know if I told this story or not, but it's like yesterday or day before. Yesterday, I think. I had a guy pulling a manifold off of an 03 Mustang up there. And so he's been over the fender of the car. And he's working on the manifold. Well, here comes Peg up in his peripheral vision, and he sees the crutches, but he didn't see that Peg was missing a leg. And all he seen was the crutches. He said, hey, buddy, what'd you do to your leg? And Peg said, my dog ate it. Well, he turned around and seen he only had one leg. Needless to say, his face got red, and I busted out laughing. So that Peg leg is something else. But anyway, back to my dad's truck. So we're going to take the roll bar off of this one, and I'll put it up. This bed I'll sell if somebody wants a pretty decent, you know, solid 8-foot bump side bed. The other bed, which come off of another 79 truck that I actually bought a couple years ago just for the bed and the tailgate. And we've done a video on it. But Peg had got it off and then set it on some tires and wheels. But other than that little spot right there, this bed's pretty good on this side. The tailgate, for the most part, is really, really good. It's got this one little dent right there. And on this side, there's a little bit of dent, but you can get to the back side of it easy enough. There's that dent. But again, it's open on the bottom. You get to it. And this little bit of one right here. Now, as far as rust in the bed, it is right here. Kind of show you that spot right there. So this is definitely a good bed for this era truck in Kentucky. Now, somewhere down the line, get all the wire, wheel, whatever, get the rust out, put some POR paint on it, and then I want to put just the bed liner paint on the inside of it. It's not going to be a work truck. It's not going to be hauling a lot of stuff. It's just something I want to try to save and restore because it was my dad's. Now, back over here, this old bed, we got it off. Like I said, we're going to save the roll bar, get it probably sandblasted, may get it powder coated. I'm going to put new fog lights on it someday. But there was some issues in here. Now, they had, to make that bed work, they had welded some angle iron. It was bolted in some spots and it was welded in some spots, but he got it all out. Now, this shock is completely gone. as well as this holder's about gone. That shock's about to break. So, and this only makes sense to do it anyway. While the bed is off, we get this back out to the house or in the garage or whatever. Definitely prep and clean up the frame and the leaf springs and all of that. But go on and put new gas lines, because they're all in bad shape. Brake lines, the whole 9 yards. Get a new gas tank for it. And just, it's so much easier to work on it with all of that stuff gone. And so that would be kind of the plan, is to get that kind of stuff cleaned up, prepped, painted, and go on and replace all of that stuff while you can get into it. Brake lines, the whole 9 yards. Now, this back bumper, I guess they was afraid it was going to come off. They even welded it on. And it's not terribly in bad shape, but when the bed was on it, this corner was up a little bit. But unless one came in a lot better shape, that one definitely could be straightened out, I think, and repainted, and it would be fine. Not that I'm super crazy about the design. Not that I'm against farmers. Please don't take that the wrong way. Excuse me. The FFA tag, that's cool, 4H and all that. But what I was saying is I wouldn't mind if I could get that reissued if it was in a little bit better shape, and just run it and put the decals and stuff on it. So today, a little slow, selling parts. Had a buddy up here. We was finalizing a trade on some stuff. So that's good. And took a ton of pictures and what have you, but just kind of slow. But it gave Peg and them the time to get this bed off. And so we got this old bed liner that we've been throwing scrap in it. We're going to have to move it again. But we'll get it out of the way. And then, of course, get the row bar off. And we'll set that bed up somewhere up off the ground. And I'll probably get it listed in case somebody wants to buy it, because I'm not going to need it. And then it will just be, as I've got the monies, just start buying some of the parts that I'm going to need. I mean, it's going to have new exhaust and all of that, but just the best way to go on and do this work is while all this stuff is off of it. And then at the same time, if I got the bed at my house, or if I done some dealing with my brother, let him do some of it or whatever, but start on the body work on this green bed and what have you. Now, here's something I thought of today. I'll get your all's opinion. This was a dual tank bed, and my dad's truck was a single tank. So it goes to the back door. I don't know that I want to try to run dual tanks, but you got this here. And I told Peg, if it would fit, I think it would be cool to put some kind of an air compressor, just not a huge one naturally, but one that would fit underneath there. And then you open up the door and have it to where you could grab the hose and pull it out. And if nothing else, if you needed air to your tires or somebody broke down on the side of the road, I don't know. I always try to think of things that's a little bit different. To me, that would be a little bit different, but that's a long ways from ever happening, but I just thought that might be something to do. So all of that in a bag of chips. We'll wrap this up. Like I said, it's just, I wanted to put the right bed back on my dad's truck, and I can definitely get like new tail lights and all that kind of stuff for it down the line. But this is the better bed, most definitely. And like I said, and it matches. So I hope you all are having a great one. Like I said, I'm gonna run to the house. She don't get off till 6, but there's a little restaurant south of us that's got just phenomenal food. It's like a little strip mall thing. And tonight, baked spaghetti is one of their special. And I do love me some pasta, so I think that's what we're going to do. But please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I'd like to ask you please subscribe. I think I hit 1660, so slowly but surely I'm getting there, I guess you could say. But I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all have a great one, and I will catch you in the next one.